Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Monday, May 4th, 2020. Mrs. John here with you today to read you your phonics and grammar. It's going to be another beautiful day, friends, so go ahead and get your work done and get outside. All right, this is your reader's notebook, lesson 25, page 145. This is your phonics for today. And today we're working again with suffixes that go on the end of words, less, ness, and able. Okay, so let's take a look. It says read each sentence, choose the missing word from the box, write the word, then reread the complete sentence, of course, to make sure it makes sense. Correct? All right, here we go. We're going to take a look at our words. We have boneless, which means without bones. Painless, without pain. Breakable, able to be broken. If something's breakable, it's probably made of something pretty um, delicate like glass or ceramic. So here we go. Predictable. That's able to be predicted. Weightless, without weight. Darkness. That's darkness is dark. It's the idea of being dark, okay? Enjoyable, able to be enjoyed. Shyness. It's the state of being shy or being shy. Happiness. That's the state of being happy. If I'm feeling happiness, right? And softness. And we all know what softness is. Sometimes we have a favorite shirt or pants. They're very soft. Okay? Here we go. Number one, Patricia got over her blank when she met the new neighbor's puppy. Let's see. Boneless, painless, breakable, predictable, weightless, darkness, enjoyable, shyness, happiness, softness. What do you think she got over? Which means she was no longer what? She got over her shyness. There we go. Make sure you write it correctly. It's right there. Okay. Because a puppy kept her from being shy because they're very outgoing, right? They like to play. Okay, number two. That story was so blank that I guessed the ending. Let's see. If you can guess the ending, it's very what? Let's take a look. Boneless, painless, breakable, predictable, weight, darkness, enjoyable, shyness, happiness, softness. So let's see. If you're not sure of that one, remember, boys and girls, you always just circle the number and come back to it. See what we have left over. Okay, number three, the newborn chicks are so light that they almost feel. So if they're light and you're holding them in your hand, they feel what? Let's take a look. Boneless, painless, breakable, predictable, weightless, darkness, enjoyable, shyness, happiness, softness. Okay. Number four, I needed a flashlight to see in the blank. If you need a flashlight, it's pretty. Let's take a look. Boneless, painless, breakable, predictable, weightless, darkness, enjoyable, shyness, happiness, softness. And number five, since I didn't need a shot, my doctor's visit was blank. Think about it when you get a shot. Hold on, boneless, painless, breakable, predictable, weightless, darkness, enjoyable, shyness, happiness, softness. Number 6, Chris smiled and clapped at the end of the blank movie. So if he's smiling and clapping, let's see what it is. Boneless, painless, breakable, predictable, weightless, darkness, enjoyable, shyness, happiness, softness. Okay, if you're smiling and clapping, think about what you are. Number 7, be careful not to drop the box because it contains blank items. Okay, so if you're going to drop something and there's things in there that could, let's take a look. Boneless, painless, breakable, predictable, weightless, darkness, enjoyable, shyness, happiness, softness. Number 8, Mr. Griffin said, the children in my classroom have brought me much joy and blank. Hold on, let's take a look. Boneless, painless, breakable, predictable, weightless, darkness, enjoyable, shyness, happiness, softness. Alrighty. Number 9, when you eat blank chicken, there are no bones left on the plate. All right, guys, that pretty much told you what that word is. Ready? Boneless, painless, breakable, predictable, weightless, darkness, enjoyable, shyness, happiness, softness. And finally, number 10. Bradley sank back into the blank of the pillow. Think about what a pillow feels like. Okay, boneless, painless, breakable, predictable, weightless, darkness, enjoyable, shyness, happiness, softness. All right, boys and girls, that's your phonics page for today, page 145. And remember, make sure all your words are spelled correctly, and please read back through your sentences to make sure they make sense. Let's go on to our grammar for today. It's page 149. So we're going to cruise on over to page 149, lesson 25. Page 149 in your reader's notebook. And here we go. We're going to work on a focus trait today, our word choice. So we're choosing words for effect. What's that mean, effect? Let's take a look. Without strong words, very cold winds blew. With strong words for effect. So that means it makes it a much stronger sentence, and you could almost feel how someone is feeling by reading the sentence. Ready? Icy winds roared by. That's a much stronger sentence, isn't it? So let's take a look at our words and see what we can do. It says rewrite each sentence. So we're going to rewrite them. Choose a stronger word or phrase from the box to replace the underlined word or phrase. So what we're going to do is we're going to read, we're going to look at this word and pick one of these to replace it. Okay? So let's talk about this. Plunged. If something plunges, it means to fall. Okay? And fought. Well, we know what it means to fight. It means you're working very hard for something. You're going to fight to get, I fought to get an A on my spelling test, meaning I studied, right? Worked very hard. After nightfall. So that means after dark, like when it's when nightfall is when the sky gets dark and the sun goes away. Okay? Crush. Who knows what it means to crush something, right? We can crush up our potato chips and put them on our sandwich, right? Crush them, make them into smaller pieces. Towering. If something towers over you, that means it's extremely tall. That's why sometimes they call a building a tower, because it's a very tall, tall building. Next, we have summit. That's the very top. a summit. So if you have a tall mountain or hill, the summit is at the top. Okay? Terrible. We know what it means to be terrible. That's really bad, right? And to be wary of. If I'm wary of something, I do not trust it. Okay? I'm keeping an eye on it. Like I would be wary of a tree that was leaning towards me if I was standing somewhere, right? I would keep an eye on it. Okay, here we go. Number one, Mount Everest is a very tall mountain. So we're going to replace very tall with either plunged, fought, after nightfall, crush, towering, summit, terrible, or be wary of. And if you said towering, you are absolutely correct. Mount Everest is a towering mountain. Okay, number two, Temba made a bad mistake and took off his gloves. So, if it was bad, it was plunged, fought, after nightfall, crush, towering, summit, terrible, be wary of. I think you guys got that one, right? Okay, number three, when it was dark, the temperature went way down. So when it was dark, let's take a look. Would that be plunged, fought, after nightfall, crush, towering, summit, terrible, or be wary of? And then the temperature went way down, like it came down fast, right? So plunged, fought, after nightfall, crush, towering, summit, terrible, be wary of. Alrighty, we have number three. Temba worked hard to reach the top. So plunged, fought, after nightfall, crush, towering, summit, terrible, or be wary of. Which one of those means worked hard? I talked about that. Which one means the very top? Talked about that also. And we have two in number five. Climbers must watch out for huge pieces of ice that could fall on them. So first, watch out. Is it plunged, fought, after nightfall, crush, towering, summit, terrible, or be wary of? And if something's going to fall on you, is it plunged, fought, after nightfall, crush, towering, summit, terrible, be wary of? So if they're huge pieces of ice, and we know huge means really big, pieces of ice that could blank them. So what would that do? Okay, boys and girls, as always, make sure your sentences are written correctly. They're on top. You probably will need an extra piece of paper to do this. It takes a while. I mean, it takes a longer piece than this little line, probably, unless you write very small. Make sure you're replacing the underlined word or words, and you are putting these in and spelling them correctly. Okay? All right, my friends, that's it for today. You have a great day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.